That beat sheets are formulaic. This video is for you. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I love the way that this comment says this. You look at a pop song and it has an intro and then a verse and then a chorus and a verse and then a chorus and then there's like a bridge and then a chorus a couple more times. But you would never say that like music is formulaic. You might say that like pop from a specific time period feels kind of formulaic, and I think that we can look at like the maximalist pop of the 2010s and that can feel a little bit formulaic, especially in retrospect. We're like, oh, that all kind of sounds very similar. But that is a very specific genre and even like a subgenre within pop music. And so you would never say that like all music sounds exactly the same because most popular music of the last 100 years happens to have a very similar structure to it. Similarly, we don't do this with any other type of thing. I mean, let's take a look at this. This is bread with cheese on it, right? That's a grilled cheese sandwich. This is also bread with cheese on it. That's pizza. This is flatter bread with cheese on it. It's quesadilla. And then we have bread with cheese on it without the red sauce underneath it, and we have garlic bread. And then more flat bread with cheese in it, but basically bread with cheese on it. And then a different shape bread with cheese on it. And then flat bread with cheese in it, and then more cheese on top of it. But you wouldn't say that like all food is exactly the same just because we have some elements that are very similar across cultures and across languages and across different types of food. Like, yeah, people like food, and so we keep making food with carbs and fats and proteins and spices and stuff on it, right? Like we keep mixing up the same elements in different ways and making something new and different. And even within that subgenre of bread with cheese on it, we have come up with a whole bunch of different ways to make that taste delicious and wonderful and awesome. And if you are a person who likes bread with cheese, you're not going to be out here being like, oh my gosh, you're just remixing bread and cheese in a different way. So why do we do it with books? That beat sheet, that plotting tool that I give to you, is not meant to make all of the stories sound exactly the same. In fact, it is meant to just give you sort of a very loose structure so that you can do whatever you want within that space. I have an entire section in there called Fun and Games that is all very genre dependent, and you do whatever you want with that space. And it takes up almost 25% of the book right in the middle of the book. It is a huge chunk in which you are just supposed to make your story fun and do what you want to do with it. And if you understand the conventions of your genre, you're going to probably do a few things within those conventions, but that's not a rule. Nobody's forcing you to do that. I'm really sorry. If you are looking around at books coming out this year and you think that every single book written by James Patterson and written by Sarah J. Maas and written by John Green and written by Liane Moriarty all sound exactly the same, that's a you problem, friend.